Okay, so today we're looking at a demonstration of our QR code generator. We're going to look at how it looks and feels when QR codes are integrated into our smart sheets. And we're going to give an example of how that will typically be used. So what we're looking at on the screen here is a list of projects. You can see there's a client, a description, a project name, and we've got a link to a site diary. So this example is a construction business where they need to easily be able to add entries into a site diary without needing to navigate around in Smartsheet to be able to do that. They just wanted to have a simple form that they can quickly get to. So if we go into a site diary, we can see what we've got here. You can see that form, the job field is pre-filled, and we come in and we choose the weather and we say yesterday, no progress, and we'll submit that. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what's going on. But to use the system in this way, you'd need to come to the sheet and access the link or bookmark that link. And what a lot of people instead want is to be able to just have a QR code printed and stuck up on the wall somewhere so they can just scan that and go from there. And so that's where our QR code add-on CodeSpark fits in. So what that, you can just see it clearly there, what that gives us is a QR code column, which will update the QR code based on the data. In this case, we're encoding in the link to the site diary. And you can see there's a whole bunch of those that have been created. Let's just add in a new project and look at how that QR code gets generated. So if we're going to 101, I'll just open up our address, type it in here. So 101 Collins Street, Melbourne. And that's going to be for me. And that's going to be a reception fit out. Okay, so we'll save that and watch what happens. So what's happened there is our QR code generator add-on is monitoring this sheet. And when it sees that either a row has been added or if the important data has been changed in one of the existing rows, it will go away, generate a QR code, and pop that into the place that it needs to go. So we can see within a few seconds, we've got a QR code ready to go. Now, I'm going to make that QR code nice and big, just so you can also scan this if you'd like. And I'm just going to scan that now. And you can feel free to scan that as well. The link that you'd be taken to is this one here, which we were seeing before. So the kind of the workflow for the end user and the way we typically see this done is to have, say it's a security sign in and then or a safety sign in, and that will get printed out and put on the gate. Or it could be added into a job pack of printed materials. So there's a QR code there. Other people will use this on their assets. So they'll have, say, a vehicle inspection log, and they'll have this QR code printed off and put inside the vehicle. But what you can see has also happened is an internal Smartsheet workflow has run and generated for us a poster. So we're using the internal Smartsheet capabilities, and you can see that data that I'd entered in is put on the poster, and so is the QR code. And that's what would typically be used to print off and include in documentation or laminate and put on a fence. So that's the QR code demo. We will have a fair range of other ways that this could be used, and it can be used in conjunction with other add-ons. So we could have, say, another add-on which is generating links to the actual rows in Smartsheet itself, so that QR code, instead of opening a form, can navigate the user into Smartsheet into the specific row of interest. We'd also have, say, a unique identifier, perhaps the project name or a serial number or something like that in other use cases that would be encoded into the QR code. And that might be helpful for people to be able to just scan a piece of equipment and have the details around that equipment that can be then used with the Smartsheet app to do some other process. So it's very flexible. If you're interested in incorporating QR codes into your solution, then reach out to the team at InfoSpark and talk about what you're wanting to get done, and we'd be happy to put a solution together.